Hey everybody, welcome back to the Human Interact stream for this Friday, July 22nd. We have a very cool game here that I've been wanting to play for a couple months now, and I've been waiting for the right time to do it, and it's because I've been needing Jose Raluy and Rob Yescombe to come on stream, developers at Tequilaworks. Go ahead, introduce yourselves, gentlemen, tell us what you do on this project, and what this project's even about.
Okay, well, me is Jose Raluy. I mean, my surname is even difficult for Spanish people. I'm the producer at Tequilaworks, responsible of this game, of Invisible Hours.
My name is Rob Yescombe. I'm the writer and narrative director on the Invisible Hours. It's a murder mystery which is structured the same way that real life is structured. Which might sound a bit weird, but what I mean by that is anytime you've ever watched a movie or read a book or watched a TV series or played a game, basically the structure of how that story is told is one of two things. Either it's a straight line like a movie, or it's some kind of branching system like most games. But the way that stories happen in real life is that while I am talking to you right now, you are the hero or heroine of your story, and I am just a humble supporting character. But in the exact same moment in time, I'm the hero of my story. And sorry, you're just the supporting character. So, inside this murder mystery in the Invisible Hours, takes an hour to go through, but because there are 7 suspects in this murder mystery, there's actually 7 hours of narrative interwoven within the single hour.
I've seen this a million of times and I still don't get bored of
that. It's a really cool sound design, and seeing logos and stuff in VR is really impressive. So here we go. I am going to go, it looks like, through the tutorial a little bit, but you said I can make a new ticket by grabbing this.
That's right. That's right. You can
and we'll
ticket, grab that, and then stick it in the slot, and away you go. So for anybody watching as well, this is really great to experience in VR, but we also have a flat version that you can play as well. So if you feel inspired, please go and buy it.
Yeah, it's better. It's better experience in VR. I mean, it was developed before, but I mean the flat version is great. I mean, we even put locomotion in there. I mean, because in flat versions you don't normally need to teleport, because in VR it's more comfortable, because we wanted to have the experience as broad as possible. But in the flat version, you can move with, I mean, if you have played in VR, you can teleport or you can use the locomotion. You can choose.
All right, let the show begin.
And it's 4K in Xbox One.
This is not a game, this is not a movie. This is a piece of immersive theatre with many tangled threads. Explore the story to untangle the truth, but remember, truth is a matter of perspective.
I do like that. I do like hearing about that. So immediately I'm already learning that I can pause time, fast forward.
That's right. So a big part of this is about you have complete control of the flow of the story. You can go anywhere at any time, watch it forwards or backwards, jump around in time, completely freeform. So you can solve the mystery any way you want. So for the purposes of today, best to go in a relatively strict, what I'm going to say.
Captain, when are you coming back? Captain!
Oh, yeah, I guess he's not coming back.
What do you think? And it's raining.
So you can rewind time and put that back in his hand if you...
Really? Let's go ahead and do that then.
It doesn't change the flow of the story, but for example, if you want to examine an object, so you pause time, yeah, there you go. You can grab any object out of any character's hand at any time. It won't interrupt the flow of the story, and you can examine it and see, maybe this is something that might be important to know later on.
Yeah.
So when you let go, the umbrella goes to wherever the umbrella is at that moment in time. Same with any object.
Yeah.
So another little thing that you might find handy is if you point your teleport beam at a character and it says follow that person, it means you'll stick to them. So when you see the little white dot over his head, it means automatically be teleported along with that character. So you can explore completely freely if you want.
Yeah.
So you can explore completely freely if you want, but if you want to sit back and have a more passive experience and just relax on the couch, you can be teleported along with the character along in their story.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you've given that choice to the player, because having that choice makes a huge difference in everybody's enjoyment. Some people, they are completely engrossed about something that you might not be as engrossed with, and having that choice, at least when we build our story games, we know that choice is the difference between somebody saying, oh, I like it, or they made me sit through this thing I didn't want to do.
Yeah, we saw it as being like, so when Raul and I were that particular feature, we saw it as being like, if you want the experience to be like a movie, then you can make it more like a movie for yourself. But if you want the experience to be more like a game, and you want to go and explore and jump around and examine things for clues and look through letters and diaries and stuff, you can do all of that too. So we wanted to make something that was really story first, almost more than game. It really is theater more than anything else.
And the funny thing is, with VR, I feel like an experience that's more like a movie and less like a game is really great for the medium, because VR encourages you to explore at a slower pace. It's not about, going hundreds of miles an hour like in most PC games.
That's true. And I also see, by the way, lurking in the chat room there, our composer, Chris Velasco, is joining us live from sunny Los Angeles. So all of the great music you're hearing is his.
Excuse me, but the evidence seems to suggest otherwise. Could you tell me your name, please?
Flora White.
Flora. Could I persuade you to come out of the rain, Flora? You'll catch your death out here.
I don't care.
I'm quite certain Mr. Tesla has fresh towels and a nice fire.
Do you know him?
Do I know who?
Tesla. Do you know Mr. Tesla?
Well, obviously you must, to have come all the way out here.
Is he your friend?
My friend? No. No, I never met him.
Then he won't listen to you. He won't let me in.
I'm quite certain Mr. Tesla is a man of common decency. Of course he'll let you inside. I'll make sure of it. Please.
All right, so immediately I'm already seeing that there's some sort of conflict here, and we're going to meet Tesla. This is going to be awesome.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be awesome.
So this might be a good moment to
Now what makes you think
to let you know that.
Inside?
He told me so. He already turned me away.
He did? What's this?
Oh, he dropped something.
Miss? I believe this could be yours.
So you can grab that right out of his hand.
Thank you. I couldn't bear to lose this.
It's very pretty.
And then that's a more important object. That's the reason you got this
So
magnified
you were saying
thing
Mr.
there.
Tesla turned you away.
Later on, you
Why would he do that?
What's your name, sir?
My name is Gustav.
You're very kind, Mr. Gustav. But I'm afraid this is a private matter.
So who we're seeing right now is Flora White and Gustav. Flora White's played by an excellent theatre actress called Catherine Carlton. Gustav is played by a Danish actor called Henning Wallin. And what's interesting about this is that because the experience is sort of filmic and theatre-like, we cast a mix of film and theatre actors to try and get a sort of a feeling in the performances that were both big and small and could sort of feel reactive to you.
It's open. Mr. Tesla?
Then surprise, surprise. Oh.
Is he alright?
He looks kind of dead.
Yep.
No. No!
Stand back, miss.
Seems to be that this girl for a while knew him.
What's going on here?
Detective Gustav, I assume. My apologies, I didn't hear the bell. You must be exhausted. Sweden is a long way to come from. If you will be so kind as to follow me, I will show you to your room.
Stop. Who are you?
I am Oliver Swan, sir. Mr. Tesla's manservant.
You're his butler.
Yes, sir.
What happened here?
What do you mean, sir?
Are you blind?
Yes, sir. Blind from that.
Oh, dang.
Besides the three of us, how many people in this house?
Oh, what's that?
4, sir.
Call them down immediately. Bang the gong.
Sir?
You're a detective.
Bang the gong right now. No, I'm not.
But he called you detective.
Mr. Swan,
Sir?
how many exits in this building?
Only the front door, sir. But all the windows can be opened from the inside.
What's that?
So for anyone wondering, this is a pre-fingerprint period in history.
I love that with stories because then it allows you to actually deduce and think about things instead of just be like, well, we use science to solve it. The end.
Why the devil is the dinner gong being rung at such an hour? My God. Is he dead?
Mr. Swan, stay where you are. Who are you?
Edison. Thomas Edison.
Edison, the inventor.
Tesla invited me. Who are you?
My name is Gustav.
Gustav?
That's right.
The detective's so good they named him twice. I read about you in the papers, of course. Your downfall was quite Shakespearean.
Who are you?
I don't know what kind of detective doesn't recognize the most famous stage actress in the world. That's Sarah Bernhardt. The Divine Sarah?
And you? What's your name?
My name is Augustus Vanderberg. I'm Marcus Vanderberg's son.
You look guilty.
Marcus Vanderberg. The famous railroad magnate.
Maybe not.
I can't be here. I've got to get out of here.
Nobody's going anywhere.
I can't be here. I mean, what are people going to say?
They'll say Tesla had himself an accident.
Oh, this was no accident. He died from a blow to his head, and the blood has only started congealing around the edges. This happened less than 10 minutes ago.
What does that
It
mean?
means I'm a murder suspect.
We all are.
We can't leave him like this.
I need to mark the time of death. My pocket watch is still on Swedish time. Mr. Edison, you are an American. You have the local time. Yes?
Why does he look so old?
The time, please.
6 o'clock. Exactly 6.
So who do you feel most suspicious of?
It's that guy up there. He's already looking like he's scared. It's all a ruse.
And the clock is ticking.
And it can't be this guy because he just came off the boat.
Nobody move.
So remember, when you're outside with him, you are not.
Turn around.
Yeah, because they're having a conversation in there. It's muffled, but I can't make out what they're saying.
I hope so. For your sake.
How do we know that?
Back to the house.
They're coming back.
Now, of course, you have complete control. You could, if you wanted to, rewind that scene and then go inside the house and hear what they were talking about. Or,
All right, let's do that.
you could, okay?
Yeah. One funny thing that maybe people is interested is that we had one demo of the title, and we just in this bit we were cutting the demo, one of the first demos we did in some shows. We thought it was a nice cliffhanger.
I don't know, I can't see. I can't make it out.
Please, someone tell me what is
The killer's
happening.
trying to escape.
How do we know that's the case?
Innocent men don't run.
But men with guns are not to be trusted.
They're coming back.
Why in God's name didn't he just shoot him?
Maybe he'd rather ask questions first.
Or maybe they're friends.
Everybody's seeding doubt. Oh, I love it. I love it.
And of course, if we hadn't gone outside, we might think that maybe they are friends. And of course, maybe they might still be. But your perspective on how suspicious characters are or are not is dependent on what you may or may not have seen.
Where's the dining room?
That way, sir. And we have a telephone there too.
Keep looking.
So for anyone wondering, the blind guy is using echolocation,
I wonder if
where
Tesla has a set
some
of
blind people are able to
gallows around
click
here
and
somewhere.
sense the space around them.
Nobody is to leave this house. I intend to speak with each of you.
What are you standing around for, buddy? What are you up to?
All of us were up to something. Right?
So here's a fun thing. I can go inside that room and figure out what they're saying. Or I could follow this guy here and be like, what is he doing?
Miss Bernhardt.
And you can pause, you can fast forward, you can
I'm quite a fan
pass
of yours.
backwards.
Does that surprise you?
I mean, one of the taglines we
You know
use
who
is,
I am,
and it's really, sorry.
When your name is up in lights, those are my lights.
Make love to me.
Ooh la la.
I don't know how you came to that conclusion, but I can assure you that I...
The one man who does not want this.
You are quite beautiful.
You are far too easy. I prefer dangerous men.
Oh. I am dangerous.
Then tell me, what's the worst thing you've ever done?
You couldn't handle it.
Oh baby, these guys are all right.
You make
I'm gonna go over here and see what they're talking about because that probably is something important happening here.
Why not?
Now, just for the purposes of today, can I suggest we rewind to the start of this scene and I'll tell you a little secret hidden in this scene that might be interesting.
Sure thing. So we'll go ahead, we'll rewind because I missed a lot of this dialogue because there was other dialogue happening somewhere else in the house.
Yeah, you will have to make choices. I mean, do I go with this or do I follow this other guy? Do I miss this bit? Where do I want to go
Fair
or
enough.
here?
What's this?
So, pause time. And you can grab that right out of his hand, and that's your first key document. Press a button that will read it to you.
Last will and testament of Victor Mundy. I, Victor Mundy, direct that all estate, inheritance and other death taxes shall be paid as an expense of administration upon my death. Any remaining assets to my name shall be left in whole to my beloved dog, Lucky. Signed, Victor Mundy.
All right, Lucky.
And testament.
Strange thing to travel with.
Every man's journey ends in the grave. I'm just prepared. If you die without a will, then they auction off everything you had. And I won't stand for that.
Victor Mundy. That your name?
Yep,
All right. Why did you run, Mr. Mundy?
because I'm a murderer.
Sir, Mr. Mundy is here by invitation. Same as you and the other guests.
Sit down.
Sir, the local police can take charge of this matter for you.
Local police. Why not?
I'm riveted. This is great because this is like really good
Operator.
acting.
Please connect me to the police, please.
Oh, one cut.
Hello, police? This is Detective Gustav. I'm... Yes, it's Swedish. I'm calling from Mr. Tesla's island. There's been a murder here, and I need you to send a boat immediately. Thank you.
Wait,
Now, I want
this
you to
gun
try
is different.
something. Rewind time.
Okay.
Rewind time. And I want you to put your ear close to the receiver when he makes that phone call. And you'll be able to hear the other side of the call.
Whoa. Okay. That's too cool. Hold on. See if he's playing us for fools. All right, here we go.
Hello, operator. Please connect me to the police, please.
Oh dear.
Hello,
What did you
police?
found?
This is
He hasn't
Detective
called anybody at all.
Gustav. Yes, it's Swedish.
Oh, you lying sack of...
Tesla's island. There's been a murder here, and I need you to send a boat immediately.
Everybody lies.
Thank you.
In general, I'm not talking about this game, or maybe.
So every scene is packed with details like that you need to look out for to find out if somebody telling the truth or not.
Very well, sir.
Ooh, I likey. It's subtle too because it encourages you to really explore. Because I can imagine you play through this the first time and you're just like, wait, what? No, what? And then you start getting a little more. You start getting a little more into it, and then you're like, okay, now I know what's happening. All right, I gotta do this in such a way where we can actually read the dialogue. There we go.
I was his assistant. A few months ago, he fired me without notice. I came here to beg for my job back. I need money, but he wouldn't even let me inside to talk.
You worked here.
Yes,
You know the house. Right then, take this. Search each floor and report back to me.
we only just met.
I trust you.
I could be the killer for all you know.
No, you couldn't. Because when I met you out in the rain, there were no footprints around you.
What does that prove?
In this weather, that kind of soil, rain takes at least 20 minutes to wash away footprints. Which means that you were sitting exactly where I found you for at least 20 minutes before I arrived. But Mr. Tesla was killed less than 10 minutes before we found him. So you see, you're the only person I can trust in this house. I am a detective. And I will catch this killer.
Wait, you just said you weren't.
He said he did it.
Did he? You can go now.
All right. Please
question is, what about the other characters during this time?
That's a great question. So, if you pause it for 1 second, how many characters have we seen that you remember?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, somewhere in the house, there's at least 3 other characters doing something in all the time that we've been in here.
Mm-hmm. So you're telling me to go take a look?
No, follow your heart. There's no one way to.
Well, let's ask the chat right now. Do they want to go upstairs and see this guy going for potentially for sexy time, or do they want me to see him go after the killer? Let's see, this door is closed here. I guess I can just go through it.
Yeah, so all doors are open to you except for locked doors, which have to be opened by characters during the story, and you'll encounter those as you go through. So some doors you can't go through, some doors you can.
And you can interact with all the key objects of the environment. Some of them, they are very important to the story. That's the reason you get these magnified glasses there. And some other, there are some papers that you can read from here, in some places that they can give you some extra layers. Oh, something's happening there.
All right, so we're gonna rewind here because I want to see some of this.
This might be a good time to call out the actors. So Oliver Swan, the butler's being played by Bentley Carlo, who's a wonderful American, very physical actor, great physical performer. And the young guy there, Augustus Vanderberg's being played by Patrick McNamee, is again fantastic theatre actor.
I will make hot tea, and we will talk some more. Yes?
Other important thing to say about the game is, unlike other projects, we did rehearsals. I mean, so actors, they could be on his role much better. I mean, all the production was more movie-like than a game-like.
Sure, he left you and your family plenty.
Such things do not interest
And yeah, to further what Jose's saying there, I mean, the whole game is basically built out of hundreds of intersecting scenes that all have to fit together with perfect synchronicity.
And it takes a lot of effort and time to do that, I know.
Yeah, but it gets to the point where in some cases, if a scene runs 5 seconds long, it could break the whole game. So the amount of rehearsal that you have to do to make sure that when you get to the motion capture stage, everything is going to be captured perfectly and the game will fit together was a huge challenge for production.
But it worked out nicely. And also even the audio work with audio director Steve Wetman in Pinewood. I mean, they did all the Foley work as a movie. I mean, they were doing like 7 movies, 1 movie for each character, and they were putting all the different layers of sound effects, feet, clothes, interacting with objects, like 3 times per character, like 7 movies. I mean, it was crazy, but it was worth it because the result is song-wise is also amazing, which you really need in VR.
And in the chat, I see somebody saying they don't want to see Edison awkwardly spitting game, but we've missed what happened here. What happened to Edison?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back. I also had a little Illuminati confirmed because I looked at the bottom and there was a triangle with an eye in it. I was like, whoa.
Good question. What is that doing on the bottom of that thing? And what is that?
Hey, it's Friday.
Well, it's not like that.
Hey, the place is he drinking tequila? It is Tequilaworks.
It should be, but it's not.
It's old whiskey.
Oh?
Whoops.
Oh? Oops. Oh God. Something's wrong.
Okay.
The amount of work we put into that simulation effect. You don't believe that.
You can get down there and rewind and make the go back.
You know what to do.
Darling, I'm an actor. I know what a laudanum overdose looks like.
Laudanum? No, it was some whiskey I found. Good
Then
whiskey.
you shouldn't touch things that don't belong to you. It'll be your downfall, especially if you're such a lightweight.
No. I was poisoned.
Perhaps it was meant for Tesla.
Perhaps. But I drank it.
Okay.
Not many people have seen me at my weakest.
He doesn't look so bad. Perhaps don't make a habit out of it, huh? Okay, are you alright?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Oh no!
So the game is divided into chapters. So now you're going to go to the theater menu where things get really interesting. So point and click on the first chapter. See where it's flashing?
Mm-hmm.
So now you see on the bar there, all the black spaces is the time in which you were not spending that time with that character. So
that's really cool.
So you
and
so
you see in the island the bits that you've known before or not. Yeah. If you move around the bar, you see the areas in which you've been or not, so you can discover all the secrets at any given moment.
Wow, this is cool. This is so incredible. Sorry, go ahead.
Each character has their own bar. So if you so just click there to select a time where it says just where the circle is. Now click on a different character. When you click on Gustav, you'll see you were with him for a certain amount of time. If you look over to the right, you'll see there's a bit you're missing in the end.
Yeah.
And if you want to jump to a particular scene on the timeline, you can press that and jump right into that moment.
Wow.
So let's just click through the characters and see time with one by one. You'll see how much is missing. So you see the good chunk, but there's a big chunk missing on the end.
Yeah. So you don't know where that's been. Oliver.
And I think you've hardly spent any time with Sarah Bernhardt
or Augustus. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've played only one act of out of 4, and you're completely immersed in all these stories unfolding around you, and you have so many questions. I mean, that was the idea. Like,
I do have a lot of questions. What's the poison?
Yeah.
Why does he have 2 different guns? What's that thing over there? What is this?
So I tell you what, just for the purposes of the stream, so we can start to sort of unpick some of the seams of this. Click on Sarah Bernhardt. And you see the scene there, the second scene down at the bottom, the second square. So click on that, under the and then enter that
You're
scene.
far too.
And then stick with her and see what happens. And let's learn a bit more about her.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, because they were about ready to woohoo, and then she's all like, "Don't drink poison. I know what that looks like."
So what happened between them and him drinking poison?
When your name is up in lights, those are my lights.
You want to make love to me.
All right, so we have seen this scene before, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit through it.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen part of this scene before.
You couldn't handle it. Your makeup is very thick.
This is where I left.
All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
That's like some Shakespeare stuff.
They want to look my best. It was about that I play in life, darling.
Perhaps I will accompany you to your bedroom.
Perhaps. Later.
Ooh, shut down.
It might not be safe up there.
If the most dangerous man in the house likes me, then I'm not in any danger. A bientôt, monsieur.
One important thing is that when the characters are alone, I mean, we all have secrets, right? So you can see, because, I mean, you are not a real person in the world, you are just an observer. So you can see what they are doing, like you are about to do. And that's very, very interesting. And also one of the taglines, is that matter is truth is a matter of perspective. And that's one sentence that really defines the title as well. Sorry, Rob, go on.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Oh my god, you don't have a nose! That's fucked up! Ooh, what's this? That's fucked up though! What's that? Why are you looking at your nose for so long? Ah! She's got to paint it, put it back on. All right, that was very unexpected.
Just you wait. While she's putting her nose back on, let's have a look around the room and see if there are any documents or books that we can read. Okay, so let's see what that has to say.
By Thomas Abramoff. The great actor's mission is to tell a lie that is indistinguishable from the truth. But beware. An audience smells a lie as a shark smells blood. The acting techniques found in these pages will teach you how to make the untrue become true. You will learn to live as your character, night and day, until you are but a memory. Only the character will survive.
That's some harsh shit right there.
Yep.
Disgraced Swedish detective quits. Detective
Oops, I let go of it.
Disgraced Swedish detective quits. Detective Gustav has taken early retirement from the Swedish police force. Once famous as the inspiration for the mystery novel, The Detective So Good They Named Him Twice, Gustav is now better known for foolishly releasing his own prime suspect during a murder investigation. Following his recent divorce and financial troubles, Gustav is not expected to return to law enforcement.
Ah, that makes a lot more sense.
We all
might
have
start
a
to
past.
make sense. Yeah, why did he not call the police? Maybe there's something in there.
Yeah, I'm starting to see now.
And also, by the way, the amazing soundtrack by Chris Velasco you can hear in Spotify, and I recommend you do because it's very intimate. It's very different to the other soundtracks of games. So, I mean, it's very amazing.
So
She's just waiting for that glue to dry.
I know. I'm just wondering if I should watch or go. If she's like gonna pop her arm off or something. Is any other secrets that she's holding? All right. All right, that was a little creepy.
Yeah, I mean, in this title, I mean, we've taken in the good way. I mean, we have taken a lot of creative risk, and part of it has been thanks to Game Trust. I mean, because this title is produced by it's developed by the Tequilaworks, but it's the publisher is Game Trust, and it was very supportive, and they will always willing to get this a little further, everything, and it's a great combination. I mean, otherwise we could not have done it. I mean, this big and this great and this bold.
That's
so
awesome.
Can I suggest we take a look at Gustav's line there?
Yeah.
Just as an experiment, jump into the scene where he was talking to the guy he caught outside, Victor Mundy. I think it's right on the end there.
There's this one on the very far right, but he catches him down here.
Let's try the one on the far right.
Search each floor and report back to me.
And let's watch him interrogate that guy.
Yeah, I did go away. Is he in on it? Gustav, you're hiding secrets from me. I need to know. First of all, you give someone you hardly know a gun and say, deputize. That's why you got kicked off the force. You're a loose cannon. Trade in your badge and gun! All right.
Who's the French woman out there?
I don't think you're Miss Bernard's type, Mr. Mundy. So, you killed Mr. Tesla?
You say I did.
Really? Why would I say that?
Because I killed before. I killed my wife. And a bit on the side. I did 26 years behind bars for it. So I'm an easy scapegoat for something like this. That's why I ran.
And why did you come?
Because I got a letter. Out of the blue. Tesla said he can Changed my life. Make my mistake undone. Let's just say he got my attention. He said the same to you, didn't he?
How well did you know him?
First I'd ever heard of him when I got a letter. And when I got you, the blind bloke opened the door. First time I'd ever seen Tesla or any of the other guests is when you found him.
Not much of an alibi, Mr. Mundy. A blind man.
When I killed my wife, my daughter testified against me. Little Mary Mundy. 7 years old she was back then. But those fancy men in their wigs, they believed her. That's why I snuck a knife into the courtroom. I went for her throat. But I missed.
Oh.
I took her nose clean off her face.
Well, that was
A juicy little scrap for the courthouse dog.
Oh, I know now.
I still dream about finally gutting that ungrateful bitch, wherever she is now.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you need to understand. If I want to kill someone, I don't hide it. I don't lie. People lie because they're afraid. And I ain't afraid of nothing.
You sound like a badass.
What about you?
Me? I don't like violent men, Mr. Mundy. They bring out the worst in me. Do not try to leave this house before my investigation is over. You can go. For now.
So if you look at your left hand, you'll see you have a clock on there. That clock is always correct. So if you want to know what time it is, the clock's in the house, the grandfather clocks all run in real time, and that runs in real time as well. So if you ever get lost and you think, oh, well, when did that happen, or where am I, you can always look and see.
Interesting. So here's another thing, too. I feel like just what's in this house? What am I exploring? You know?
Oh,
and I can just do that while
Sarah
the story's going
Bernhardt
on.
knocks them dead.
Yeah.
The famed actress took to the Paris stage last week, dazzling audiences with her interpretation of Shakespeare's Hamlet.
That's why she quoted Shakespeare.
Notorious theatre critic Benjamin Brantley praised her performance, saying, "This is a woman who knows tragedy. Is there any role she cannot play?"
Someone with a... Apparently she can play someone with a nose, too, because got a prosthetic. So I'm going to go ahead and... Do you think this is a good time to jump to Act 2? Because now I've got a much better idea of what happened.
How do you feel? I mean, what do you feel like doing?
Yeah, what do you feel
I feel like jumping to
what's
Act
interesting
2.
to know is
I kind of want to just feel the story the first time around.
Okay.
And then
Sure thing.
go through it a little more deeply. All right, so let's
Follow
just
your heart.
go with 2.
Now remember, when you go to start, you can choose your starting position on the map as well.
Really?
And of course, it's tricky for you to know where to start because you don't know anybody.
Yeah, I'll just start here in the main hall.
Yeah, you'll find somebody. Head to the dining room and you'll find Gustav.
Oh wait, you're back.
All those footsteps that we mentioned before, all of them, they are different.
Why did you
Fully
want to
wise,
know where the butler
which
is?
is huge work.
I was hungry. What about Victor Mundy? I thought he did it.
I'm going to talk to everybody.
Why did you lie about being a detective?
I didn't lie.
You didn't tell the truth.
All that matters is bringing this killer to justice.
I have a right to know who I'm stuck in this house with. Why did you say you weren't a detective?
Because a real detective doesn't make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. You look like you could use a drink. I know where Tesla keeps the good whiskey.
Oh, you conniving! Oh,
No, there's work to be done.
everybody's guilty in this. Everybody's guilty of something.
So who do you think killed Mr. Tesla?
Ooh, I don't trust you anymore.
It's a little.
Do you trust anybody in there?
I trust him because, and here's why. Here's why. He's coming off the boat when the murder happened. So even if he called the hit, he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Well, we also know from what he was saying to Flora that it's impossible for her to have committed the murder as well because of the footsteps in the rain.
Yes, but she could have hired someone else because she's trying to get him to drink the whiskey after she finds out she's a detective. So maybe they're all in on it.
Maybe not. One of the great things is like when you know everything is to watch people playing or being there and the questions they have. And it's so great.
Because everybody's playing each other in some way. Oh, what do you have here? You do have a drinking problem.
I am a respected inventor, detective, not a dog. Don't call me in such a manner.
Yeah, you were just poisoned.
I see you don't drink the house whiskey.
Your cologne smells very expensive.
It's rosewater. Same scent that Mozart wore.
Hoping some of his genius would rub off on you.
I already am a genius.
Isn't that what they say about you and Tesla? That you are the Salieri to his Mozart.
You've got a damn nerve.
You knew each other well, didn't you? At best you were rivals, at worst enemies maybe. Yet according to the papers, Mr. Tesla out-invented you time and time again. Have I got that right?
Nikola Tesla was no more my equal than you are, detective.
Then why come all the way out here?
Perhaps you should lay off the booze, Mr. Gustav. It pushes a man's mind in foolish directions.
You came to kill Tesla, didn't you?
Who the hell do you think you are?
Well, if you didn't, why are you here? Why are you here, Mr. Edison?
Because I wanted to know what he meant.
About what?
Tesla said if I came, he could make my mistake undone. I wanted to know how.
What mistake? Oh, I assure you, I will find out either way.
A man like me receives dozens of unsolicited designs every day. Some of my inventions may have been, shall we say, inspired by those designs. And somehow Nikola found out. He called it my great mistake. Dear God, I do hope this isn't your will. There's barely a word spelled correctly.
So, you stole your inventions. You're not a genius, you're a thief.
You can't put a steak in front of a wolf and expect them not to eat it.
Oh.
Tesla could have ruined your name. That's a powerful motive for murder.
You think I would really tell you all that so willingly if I actually killed the man?
Well, in my experience, people tend to tell a little truth to hide the bigger lie.
Brilliant theory, detective. But I'm afraid I must exonerate myself. Follow me. Heel.
All right, let's see what's going to happen here. I'm curious about, he's got some sort of piece of evidence that's going to exonerate him, so we're going to see what's going on here.
What are you doing?
Believe me.
Murder is a matter of motive and opportunity, yes? Evidently, you're stupid enough to believe I was sufficiently motivated. But let us now test your little theory and see if I had opportunity. Where the hell is that boy? Probably got stuck in a pile
And you're
of his
hearing,
father's
yeah,
money.
that one conversation
Mr.
from the back.
Vanderberg!
If you had an alibi, Mr. Edison, you would have told me by now.
I didn't expect to be accused.
All right. Where were you when Mr. Tesla was killed?
I was alone in my room.
Not a very good alibi, is it?
I don't remember hearing yours. Maybe you killed him.
Hello? What's going on?
Tell him what you told me. About what you heard. You heard a woman. Tell him.
Well, a few minutes before you arrived, I heard something.
What?
Someone, a woman's voice, arguing with Tesla. It must have been moments before he was murdered.
A woman's voice? Whose voice?
I don't know. I was upstairs in my room and the storm was too loud to hear what they were up in arms about.
At that time, there was only one woman in this house.
You think she killed him?
She doesn't have a nose. That makes her guilty.
It's better?
What are you doing? And also, what are you doing?
She seems pleasant enough. But they say right.
Why are you looking out the window? Are you really blind?
Just remember, she's an actress. She lies for a living.
Bonsoir, gentlemen. Have the police arrived?
No, not yet. Would you please come to the dining room, mademoiselle?
I'm not sure I can entertain all three of you at once.
Just me, Miss Benedict.
I suppose that'll do. Ooh la 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 la. You all look very serious.
Wait, I hear people talking.
Lied to me. I'm not to be trifled with.
Wait. I know what happened. There's a second lock on that door.
A second lock?
Yes, it is electromagnetic.
What does that mean?
If you want to open it, you must turn off the voltage regulator for the whole house.
Where's the switch?
Outside. Go out the front door. Turn right.
I may be a fool, but I'm not foolish. The second I go outside, you tell the detective I'm trying to escape and he shoots me.
But madam, you can trust me. I swear.
I can trust the man who's been lying to every single person here? No, you're going outside.
Hey guys, what's going on? Pizza party.
I do hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all, sir.
So you were just standing here in total silence.
No, sir.
Also, he was looking at her.
You, Mr. Swan? About how you have the access to all the food and drink in this house.
Are you hungry? I could prepare a supper.
No, I'm not hungry. Just curious. I don't believe we've met. I'm the Thomas Edison. And you?
My name's Flora White.
Miss or Mrs.?
I suppose I'm...
Sounds complicated. So, did you know him well?
Who?
Tesla. Who else?
I'm not sure one ever knows a man like him.
And you two? You know each other?
No.
He's gonna go for another drink after being slightly poisoned.
You worked for him as well. How interesting. I thought there was only one person here carrying out Tesla's orders.
He does like old whiskey.
He didn't like me much, did he,
Who doesn't?
Mr. Swan?
I am sure I don't know, sir.
I'm sure you don't. Let's drink a little house whiskey.
Oh.
A toast.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
To Tesla.
I don't care for the test, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. It's the truth.
Stop. I want to see him drink first. Drink. To your master.
I would prefer not.
You'd prefer not.
What are you trying to stop me?
Oh.
Drink it, you son of a bitch! I know exactly what you did, you pigeon-livered little wretch, but you can't kill me!
I didn't do anything!
It was Tesla's final wish, wasn't it? I want to hear you say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The whiskey, upstairs. You poisoned it.
No. That wasn't me.
Then who was it?
I'm not at liberty to say.
What? You know?
No, you're not.
Who was it?
Yeah, who was
another
it?
guest.
Which other guest?
I cannot say, sir.
So you're in cahoots with them?
The whiskey was not meant for you. The person who put the poison in there intended to drink it themselves.
What are you talking about?
They were going to commit suicide.
Kill themselves. Why? Who?
The person in question had a tinge of heart. I don't think they would want me to mention their name. It's a private matter.
But what if the person wanted to kill themselves out of guilt for murdering Tesla? Then we have a right to.
No. That was not the reason. I am quite certain of that.
Then what was the reason?
Old pain from an old wound.
Hogwash! I don't believe a word of this. If you didn't do it, I demand to know who poisoned my drink!
Wow, somebody smells smoke and this is going on. Oh shit.
You wait right here. I'll be back.
He's onto something. Everybody's like turning detective right now. Hold on. Smoke. What's going on? There's just a fire going on. Or, whoops.
Something. Oh. An important object.
What's going on?
Somebody was trying to burn this document.
Well, it certainly wasn't me. I was downstairs. What is it? What does it say? For goodness sake, man, what does it say?
It says other death.
What does that mean, other death? What other death?
Indeed.
It could be instructions for the killer.
No, this is Tesla's handwriting. Did you happen to see anybody else come up here?
No. No one but you.
No, but we could rewind it.
Mm-hmm.
And see who threw what in the fire. So I'm just going to go ahead and just rewind right now.
You certainly could. So tell us what your theories are so far while this is all rewinding.
And I'd like to hear chat's theories too, but my theory is that the girl that he gave the gun to still has something going on. It's probably not the other guy, even though his motive looks like it's possible that, you know, he obviously has a motive, but he's really convinced that he didn't kill. And not only that, but like someone tried to he drank poison accidentally. I'm also a little suspicious of the other lady too, just because she's got a creepy nose and like that's she's got a creepy nose, man. What else do I need to know? I mean, I'm operating completely off feelings here. Like I have no idea what else is going on. This thing's been burning for a while.
Also that around the house that you haven't found yet are pages from Tesla's diary. So if you see a book that says diary on it, you can pick that up, and the diary will automatically compile the pages as you find them.
I'm gonna go back to 2 at the beginning. How do I start the beginning of 2? Because it's wanting to go.
It's a little sticky.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Of course, you can also choose where you start on the. So, what's going on here?
Someone is there. It's a safe there.
And let's read this little document first before we get burninated.
Tesla's will. Last will and testament of Nikola Tesla. I, Nikola Tesla, a resident of the state of New York, do hereby declare this to be my last will and testament. I direct that my executor pay my funeral expenses and any other death taxes imposed at the time of my death. Beyond this, my wishes are simple. I bequeath my entire estate to scientific museums of the world. All monies are to be distributed evenly to the museums of Europe, Asia, and the Americas. No man, woman, or child may lay individual claims to any of my estate. Signed, Nikola Tesla.
All right, so somebody wants...
Resident of the state of New York.
You can read! I knew it! I knew it!
I must will and testament.
You liar.
Everybody lies.
Son of a bitch! This is what I did! This is my compensation!
Oh, he's angry because he's gonna get nothing from his death after serving him.
You know my circumstances. If I had known you were so heartless, I would have done something much worse than murder you.
And that's an interesting line, because that might sound like he murdered him. Or I would have done something worse if I'd known. So maybe he didn't know you.
Yeah. All right, so... Well, that was a bombshell. Yeah, look at him. He's just acting again. Oh, there he goes. All right, I'm going to go around over here just to see if anything else I missed. I feel like these chapters... Oh, there's an upstairs. These chapters have to be played, like, multiple times for you to really get everything that you can out of them. And this is a door we won't be able to go through.
If you wanted to get all of the story, like wring all of the story out of this, probably about 8 hours, I would say, if you want to do everything. Oh yeah, the umbrella that he lost at the beginning.
Yep.
So yeah, what's the chat saying right now? Because I can't see it, and you just have to tell me like what's going on. They're probably asking me to die or something.
Right now they must be engrossed. Very quiet.
Okay. I'm
Nothing
super
so
engrossed too. This is probably one of our quietest streams ever. Normally we do a lot of talking, but
Oh, okay.
you've got so much good drama in this, and I hear someone. I need to know.
Business.
Yeah,
Let
it's-
me go.
Oh, sounds like it's behind you. Maybe?
Be alone with me.
I like dangerous men. They tend to like me.
Yeah, she knows who the real killers are,
Wait,
but I don't think this guy killed either.
why do I feel like we know each other?
Ooh.
Perhaps you having a memory of the future.
That's a high idea for a low man.
A low man.
It's how you seem.
I get the feeling that most people in this house aren't what they seem. Thought I'd join the club.
Were you in my room? Why were you in my room? Monsieur!
I was making a mistake.
A mistake.
Look, I'm not stupid. You don't like dangerous men. No one does. But I came up here hoping you might. But the truth is, a woman like you wants to get into the veins of all the men in the house. Tell them what they want to hear. And then when the killer does step into the light, all those infatuated men will protect you. I think you find safety in their adoration. I don't begrudge you. I just ain't gonna fall for it, that's all.
You're an insightful man.
Yeah, it's because I find my safety in their fear.
Ooh.
I don't have your looks, you see.
So this is not the real you.
Oh, I'm everything I say I am. I just don't want to kill everyone I meet. I think that'd be nagging.
So, we are both acting then, huh?
Or lying. What's the difference?
An actor can be trusted.
All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players.
Oh, they're gonna like each other and then find out who they are, and then they're gonna kill each other.
And with my unworthiest hand, this holy shrine. Gentle fine as this. My lips two blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth their rough.
All right, this killer's now become a lady killer. Woo! quoting Shakespeare at the actress.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
So that's Romeo and Juliet, right?
Have not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
This was an unexpected turn.
On the prayer's effect, I'll take. Do they kiss now?
Yes.
Oh, dang. All right, well. That's going to be really awkward once they actually do find out.
I think that's it, maybe.
Oh, you got a little shank here.
Just good luck, I suppose. You've lost someone, haven't you? I can tell.
Yes.
Man?
No.
Husband?
Mademoiselle? Miss Banner?
I would be back.
Now, of course, if you didn't know what you already knew, that scene would have read completely differently to you. It would have been a romantic scene, maybe.
Yeah, because I didn't know about the nose, and then she's like, "Oh, I lost the." You know, she lost the nose, not the thing. Okay, cool. All right, so
but
we
imagine if you have seen this scene and you didn't knew about the nose. I mean, it's completely different from one experience to another.
So yeah, that was interesting seeing all that. So I've only been up to about here. Oh, the body might move. Oh shoot, I didn't even think about that. The body could be gone at some point.
Of course, remember, there's no such thing as being up to here in a linear sense, because even if you've gone all the way to the end, you haven't necessarily seen what the whole piece of that time is telling you.
Yeah. Want to go there and resume and find where Gustav. Well, last I saw Gustav was there. The Gustav, where are you?
Living.
Bonsoir, gentlemen. Have the police arrived?
No.
All right, so I'm gonna find out where Gustav went. Actually, I should probably see what this kid's doing. I always thought that he was a little suspicious because I haven't seen him do anything. Let's go follow him.
You can ask me if I killed him.
Well, I think that would be terribly gauche of me.
Gauche? I suppose that's a gentleman's word, is it?
That's kind of you to say so.
What's that?
It's, a spirit radio.
And what does a spirit radio do?
Well, Tesla said it was a means of contacting the dead, but you'd be a fool to believe that.
So why are you carrying it about then?
Well, it's a fine machine. And I appreciate the fine things in life.
Do you?
I know you do.
I'm sorry?
William Turner.
William Turner.
He was an artist. He painted ships alone at sea, each of them at the mercy of a grey storm. I know how those ships feel. And when he died, and I was in the clink, I sent a man with all my money to buy me one of his drawings. I couldn't afford one of his paintings. I just wanted something small. And at that same auction, another man, a rich gentleman, he swooned in and snapped up every single item for himself. Cost him $500,000, so they say. Snatched it all out of reach of the common man.
William Turner didn't leave a will. It was a public auction. And it was the right of any man to do what I did.
Wait, what did you do?
And if it's any consolation, my father called it a waste of family money. He doesn't much care for art. Perhaps if another man, like say Mr. Edison, had died, and I bought up his estate, perhaps he'd be more grateful.
Ooh, motive.
I don't care what makes your father grateful.
No. I suppose not.
I've pulled a man's throat out for less than what you did. But no hard feelings, eh?
Would you excuse me? I don't feel very well.
Manners maketh the man, young Mr. Vandenberg.
All right, let's see where he's gonna go. Because I wonder if he's acting too.
It belongs to the man I called outside. Something is burning. Stay here.
Doesn't like the fact that that thing was stolen from him, though.
But men like him, they take away gifts like that from me.
Hey, what's going on here?
They've done it all my life.
He's having his little monologue here.
So maybe, just maybe, you don't want me to throw this away just yet.
Who are you talking to?
Monsieur! Monsieur, please! Please!
Alright, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. He's gonna get questioned.
What's this about?
Us working girls never forget a face. Even when we ain't worked in years. I remember that night. You took me off the street in Whitechapel, all the way up to that fancy hotel room. And then... nothing. You didn't touch me.
Why are we talking about this?
Because I know why we didn't do anything. You're trying to fix yourself. Trying to teach yourself to like girls.
Oh.
Can't learn that, can ya?
What do you want? Do you want money?
No!
Oh, she's blackmailing him.
Just tell the detective you didn't hear my voice.
He doesn't have French
It was
accent.
me.
And if I
So-
refuse?
Yeah, well, what happened to her French accent?
Oh.
Yeah,
Does Daddy know about your little secret?
there are many layers in the game,
What about
as
you?
you can see.
Do you like hiding the real you under that shell?
You wait out there.
Alright, I'm way more suspicious of you now.
Au revoir, monsieur. Au revoir.
Oh. Oh. How did she find out? How did she know? Oh, she said, okay, so she said earlier that they went up to a bedroom or something and then they did nothing. And she's worried that he doesn't like girls, and that's a big thing back in like this era. It's like, oh man,
Well, it's
you
that
get killed for it.
What we got from that scene is that she used to be a prostitute, and that he hired her in an attempt to try and change his own sexuality, which he was unable to. We don't know why he feels compelled to do that, but we could follow him around and figure it out.
He's pulling something out of here. I gotta know what's happening over here. Oh my god, hold on. The drama's getting thicker. I love it.
But I abandoned him.
Oh, we gotta rewind this. We gotta rewind
Escaped
this.
the men who called.
There's too much
Yeah.
going on here. I gotta do this.
Yeah, one of the people that is watching is mentioning that one of the options is to watch the whole story from the perspective of one character without buzzing back to or rewinding. I mean, that's an option. I mean, some people that play like you have done that. I mean, you have missed so many details.
Yep.
I mean,
I can tell.
And of course, when you're looking on those timelines and you see a little black spot and you think, oh, that's probably nothing, there's something
Something big,
everywhere.
yeah. And that's really good writing on your part. Okay, so I think we were just from here when she was walking out with him.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
The kitchen.
That's not what we agreed.
Well, that was before I got hit in the face.
And this auto camera follow is pretty nice too, especially with this
Do what I told
happening.
Yeah.
I have to get inside that room.
I have to put something on this.
My pretty
My
face.
patience is wearing thin. I'll tell them, don't push me.
Push you.
There can't be that many cuts of steak in there. Choose one and get moving.
Uh-oh. Don't do it, buddy.
You should know. There's only so much a man can endure.
Believe me, women are no different. How long are you going to stand there? I said, how long are you going to... Please!
I just want a moment of peace.
I don't have time for this. I've suffered too, you know.
Madam, I don't know you, but I know I would win that contest.
No, you wouldn't.
What's he gonna do?
I had this one. A good boy. God knows I loved him. But I abandoned him, so I could escape the men who called themselves my masters. God knows that too. I ran all the way to America, but even here, even now, you people still all want to control me. But you don't understand. I already have a master. My master is my shame.
Aw, dude.
The shame I feel for leaving my boy. And now I realize I will never be a free man. So, you tell them whatever you want. You cannot control me anymore.
Quite plainly. That you heard a woman arguing with Mr. Tesla moments before I found him dead.
I think...
All right, wait. I'm gonna pause it because he's in the other room talking about it. It's like, you told me that you heard a woman arguing moments before he's dead, and now he's like covering up because she blackmailed him. It's so deep. There's so much going on
right now. Who are you most suspicious of right now?
Everybody's fucking suspicious. She did something.
Yeah.
He did something. He's just covering up other shit that he's probably not did anything, but it's really bad. He thinks it's really bad because of the time. All right, let's go.
I've been trying to force you to help me because I was afraid that if I begged you wouldn't do it. I don't want to control anyone.
Why would you say it was?
I just want to get inside that room.
Mr. Tesla promised me some money to start a new life in this country. But he left me nothing.
Yeah, and you burned the will. Why are you telling her this?
There must be a lot of money in that room for you to care so much.
You can keep what's there.
So it's not money. What is in there?
A chance to make my mistake undone.
See, everybody's got this mistake that they're trying to undo, and I don't know who wrote these. I don't feel like Tesla wrote those letters. Somebody did.
It means a lot to you.
It means everything.
It's probably because of the locket there. It was the person.
Yep.
Something to do with this gentleman.
Maybe.
I will let you know when it is done.
So there's a lock that she's trying to get through. It's got the voltage bolt on it.
Mr. Swan.
And I could see if you never saw that conversation, you could think that they're in cahoots together with it, you know? Because they seem very suspicious. Ooh, end of chapter 2.
2. Yeah.
All right. Let's ask chat. Should I move on to chapter 3 or should I go through and find out some stuff that's going on there?
How do you feel?
I don't know. I'm going to ask chat. I'm going to actually take a look at chat because they're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I can't interact with the chat. I'm in VR. I just totally rely on people reading the chat for me. And
yeah, sorry. I mean, somebody was asking if this is a VR film. I mean, this is much more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a much deepest narrative. I mean, there are a lot of plot lines at the same time. I mean, this is something that, I mean, it's only in this way you can experience to the fullest. I mean, you can play non-VR, okay, it's true, and we have adapted and we have done a lot of work for that. But I mean, this is something that you can. I mean, the best way to experience is that way. But yeah, I mean, it's much more than a VR film.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah, it's akin a lot to a theater production that goes on throughout an entire room, and you get different stories based off of where you're standing at that particular time and whether or not you want to follow the characters or not. And because of that, you're getting a completely different story because you're seeing the world from different people's perspectives. And there are things that are going on that you don't know that affect your perspective of the story. It's like real life.
Yeah. Yeah, you can search for hidden clues and you can see some private conversations. I mean, there are a lot of bits in there.
All right. I will say this. Sarah Bernhardt got something to hide. Let's go. Let's see where she is.
So I think you'll find her.
There she is.
Right there.
Yeah, that was quick.
So you're famous, Miss Bernard.
You flatter me, Monsieur Gustave. But an actor does not seek fame.
I feel like I'm not going to learn very much from her right now because she's in her little actress mood. It's when what she does when no one's looking, that's when you need to find out.
Moments before he was murdered.
Then Monsieur Vanderberg is a liar.
Really?
The butler let me in, not Tesla.
Don't trust a thing you say.
Me to my room, and there I stayed until you arrived.
Well, if it wasn't you that was shouting at Mr. Tesla, then who?
I don't know. Perhaps we should have a séance and ask him.
Why did Tesla invite you here?
Just because you are handsome does not mean I will give up my secrets so fast.
I am an officer of the law. This will go as fast as I want it to.
But you'll get so much deeper if you go slow.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Let's play a game together.
I'm not interested in games.
But you are interested in the truth. In this game, we'll take turns. You answer my question, and then I will answer yours. This way we both get what we want.
Go on.
Do you like me?
Doesn't everybody?
Is this like the 4th grade?
Why would you care?
Is that your question?
Oui.
Because if the most dangerous man in the house likes me, then I'm not in any danger.
Oh, I'm not dangerous.
Oh, what a pity. My turn. Monsieur Detective. Is there such thing as a mystery that cannot be solved?
2 men on a roof.
One fell off. There was no way of proving whether he was pushed or he jumped.
It's a perfect plan.
My turn. I think you came here because Mr. Tesla told you he could make your mistake undone. What was that mistake?
I made no mistake.
No?
No. Somehow Tesla knew a secret that I never told another living soul. I didn't want him dead. I wanted to know how he knew. What's this?
Everybody sees this guy's will.
And I called outside. Something is burning. Stay here.
I want to see what you're gonna do.
Victor Monty?
Oh shit! She just found out. She likes the dude that cut her nose, or at least pretends to like him. I don't know.
He's not just the dude that cut her nose off. He's also.
I'm sorry. Say that again. He's also what?
Her father.
I did not know that. I did not get that.
Monsieur! Monsieur, please!
So that's what we learned in the interrogation between Gustav and Mundy. That he said, my daughter testified against me. And that was his daughter when she was 7 years old.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't make the connection that... Okay. I didn't make that connection. Okay. So, shady people, shady stuff.
The kitchen.
That's not what we agreed.
Oh, we already saw this.
Before I got hit in the face.
Okay. It's kind of interesting seeing all these things happen again now that I'm playing through this again. Is there something really dramatic in scene 3? Act 3?
I think might be interesting. Go to the piano.
Oh wait, I just hit the thing. Oh no, I hit the button twice. Okay, there we go. Where is the piano?
So turn around behind you.
Okay.
Go forward. I think it's on the left door. The music room?
Yep.
Yeah. See if you can find anything in there.
In the piano, of course.
Do you want money? No!
The man in room 3327. Wednesday, January 8th, 1997.
Wait, what?
Last week, an unknown Serbian-born man was found dead in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. What makes his story unusual is that according to his passport, he was 141 years old. If true, that made him the oldest person in human history. The man's name had been scored out of his passport, as if to hide his identity. The question is, why?
Ta-da.
Ooh, shit just got a lot deeper. I kind of want to jump into Act 3 because if this is structured kind of like a 3-act play, then like something really important is going to happen at the end of 3.
Well, by all means, you're in charge of the story. Do whatever you want.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump to 3 here. I know we've only got about 20 minutes. Is there something that you could direct me to that'll be a good show ender for 20 minutes?
I think let's go into Act 3 and maybe let's follow Flora and see what happens.
Okay.
You'll find her in the kitchen at the start of Act 3.
I thought I might. Yeah, here we go. So let's go to the kitchen, which is that
up in the top right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
You got it. Make sure you're at the start of the act.
Mr. Edison, could I borrow you for a moment?
Follow me.
You look. I think you're more.
We are friends, aren't we? Would you like to talk with the dead?
What do you mean?
What?
Don't you want to be alone? With me?
Come on. It's a party. Victor found a contraption that Tesla used to communicate with the dead.
Does it work?
Let's find out together, huh? A seance.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Actually, I was looking for Mr. Swan.
Well, maybe you should go and find him. then.
Don't be rude. 3 is a magic number. 1, 2, 3. Please stay. Alors,
Yeah, but he doesn't know that it's her.
the
He doesn't know
number-
yet.
One rule of a seance
At least I don't think so.
is that no one leaves the circle once we begin. We must stay together for safety. Is there someone you wish to speak with in the spirit world?
Yeah, Tesla. Tesla, who did it?
The man in your locket?
How do you know about him?
You're a young woman. A long way from England. You wear a wedding ring, yet you're traveling alone. That locket can just be for decoration. Who is he?
My husband.
How did he die?
At war. Saving 10 other men's lives. I'd rather not
What's his name?
I don't want to say.
What's his name?
His name is Richard.
No, I have to go. No, you're hurting me.
Stop. Why don't you want to be alone with me?
Your imagination has run away with you.
Wait. I just saw something outside.
Keen eye.
Yeah, see, I saw that guy running.
Run away with you, monsieur. I only thought that
The
maybe
detective.
she-
Did he tell you something bad about me?
He did not even mention you.
You said you lost someone. Who'd you lose?
How did he get outside?
My mother,
And what he was doing.
she died when I was young.
So now she's gonna lie to him about not being daughter.
You know, if this contraption really works, then shouldn't we call Tesla? Monsieur Tesla! Monsieur Nikola Tesla! If your killer is in this house, speak his name. Speak his name.
Wow.
Okay. I'm following.
It came from in
Flora?
there.
Where is she? Where is she?
I don't know.
Flora?
So another interesting thing about this too is I had the thought of, well, I'll just rewind time and figure out when Tesla died, but it's not possible because even unless he's wrong with the time, 10 minutes before, like, that's the start of the game. He should already be dead when he's there, you know? I might see somebody maybe see his body at the beginning of chapter 1, but...
Exactly right. You can rewind, but you can't rewind far enough to see who killed Tesla.
Yeah, and that's a really cool thing.
He was killed 10 minutes before Gustav finds him, and the game starts about 5 minutes before that.
Yeah, and it's really interesting that you did that because it's like the one thing that you're like, I need to know, damn it, you know? and it's like, it's the one thing that ties us all together. Oh, everybody's going down to the basement. This is going to be a cool kill fest. How did you get there, buddy? He found his way inside. And no one's like, man, why are you all wet? Oh.
What is he doing down here?
What happened? Flora.
I just found him. I found him like this. It wasn't me.
There's a Labadam right there.
Yep.
He's dead.
Oh my god.
We all know who it was. It was this godforsaken animal.
Oh,
Put that finger to
such a trap.
Snap it off.
Spoken like a true innocent man.
Yeah, and where were you?
I was with Mr. Swan.
It is true. He was with me. Who would want to kill this Bobo?
I don't see anyone giving you an alibi.
I was with her. Tell him.
Tell him. She doesn't seem very keen, does she?
It could have been Miss White.
I say we tie up this animal until the police arrive and take him back to his cage for good.
Oh.
That's enough! Mr. Edison, I need to mark the time of death. Do you have the hour?
It's 11:35.
Pause time.
Let's just...
Check your watch. What's the time?
Well, it's a little hard to read in VR, but it looks like it is definitely not 11 at all.
Interesting.
Didn't even think about that. So he's saying the time, but my time. But what if I'm on Swedish time? Because it says it's like 6:35.
You're on local time.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why are you wet?
When I had Miss White scream, I thought it was coming from the outside, so I went to make sure.
Yeah, you were trying to open up the door.
Blind, not deaf. Her scream clearly came from under the house.
Sir, if you had suggested that I had anything to do with...
Now hear this! All of you. I sat quietly and listened to your lies. And one of you took that to mean I was a fool. And in your arrogance, you took another life. This young boy's life! But I promise you, this will not go unpunished. This will not go unpunished!
Oh, it's hitting the bottle hard. Shit just got real. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I want to go to the beginning of chapter 3, be in the basement. That's the basement right there. And I'm going to go all the way to the beginning of chapter 3 in the basement and see what happened.
I think you might be in chapter 2 there. Oh, you in chapter 3? Okay.
Is there a way to tell? Yeah, see? Right
Not
there.
in the menu have to see.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So we're going to find out what happened. And I think that'll be a good place to leave it for a stream right there. So I'll just fast forward, look around. No one's dead yet, but we're going to find out. There was a scream.
Somebody saying chapter 3 is quite dense, but chapter 4 is even more interesting. Well, all of them are very interesting.
Ooh.
Watch this.
What's that?
It's a machine that can fly.
That's not possible.
Well, hold on to your hat, because this one is designed to leave our planet entirely. A carriage that can be propelled up into the heavens.
How do you know any of these work?
I am my father's son.
He would have been very proud of you. What's this?
Careful. Don't want any other deaths.
Why would you say that? Other deaths. Why those exact words? Turn out your pockets.
Ooh.
Now.
What's in the pocket? Come on! Oh, he's got the poison! Oh, you're gonna get pissed!
No one with a life as perfect as yours would want to kill themselves.
But he did. He did try to kill himself because he was guilty! No, why'd you do it?
What'd you do that for?
I see what you're doing. You didn't bring me down here to show me all this. You brought me down here to finish what we started. You're the one who tried to kill me.
I brought you down here to see if you could open the lock on that door. A locked door in a secret room.
You're the one who tried to poison me. You're the one who burned that document.
You didn't burn the document. I don't think he tried to poison you.
Other death theme. You wanted me out of the way. So you could take all this for the land of words. But this is my genius now.
Ah, you sick sack of shit! You did it! I still don't think that he killed. He just killed this guy because he's just pissed. But he might have. Ah!
Yeah, Menem is saying that. Yeah, he knew that Edison would kill someone. Yeah.
All right, that is an excellent place to leave it, and I should turn around so I can see everybody. Whoa! I'm back. Oh my god, that is so cool, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on here.
To you.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to be a part of a narrative like that, to be able to control where you're being and seeing, and how the narrative changes when you are in a different position, and how all that changes because you're I'm speechless. I'm sorry.
Well, remember, you can play that in VR and in non-VR. In VR, you can play in PC and PSVR, and also in non-VR, PS4, Xbox, and you can get on the normal game stores. You can get online on PlayStation Network, Xbox, Steam, and even the Oculus Store. And I hope you like it and you play it. You give us feedback because we love feedback.
I love it, gentlemen. Is this on Steam sale right now? Because summer sale is going on right now.
Yeah, it's on sale right now. You can get it.
Yeah, and you have a bundle from Game Trust, and I think it's also on a bundle from Tequilaworks, so you can choose the way you get it or as a standalone. So there you go.
I should state this, that they did hand me a key so I could play this, but still I would have been this impressed had I bought the game.
Our agenda here wasn't just to make a single game, it was to propose a format. It would not be a bad thing for another developer to take this structure and run with it and do something else. We are interested in all feedback and all criticism, good and bad. Let us know.
All right, and with that, we will see you next week.